jasmonic acid mediated defense in plants, we studied about salicylic acid mediated systemic acquired resistance. So that was again a hormonal control, and this is also a second type of hormonal control by the plants. So whenever there is any kind of fungal attack, insect attack, then a particular kind of hormone is activated named as jasmonic acid. So this jasmonic acid is naturally present in the plant. So whenever there is the stress condition is not there, then also jasmonic acid are present, and they helps in several roles in plants. They have several roles in plants. It was found that they are synthesized with highest concentration in young and actively growing tissues. They play a role in leaf abscission like ethylene, and sometimes they together work with ethylene to play a role in senescence. Okay, so like we studied in salicylic acid, here also jasmonic acid and its methyl ester, they mediate insect and disease resistance. So there is a signaling pathway which is activated in response to jasmonates. So we know that jasmonate have the precursor linolenic acid. Now this linolenic acid is an unsaturated fatty acid. Okay, so what happens? They were first recognized as they can promote senescence. In barley it was first recognized that they promote senescence. Okay, so they are accumulated in the wounded plants, and in plants treated with several elicitors, like the elicitors produced from insects, from fungus, then it was seen that jasmonic acid was accumulated. Okay, so these elicitors from the pathogen, it was thought that they first bind to an unknown receptor in the plasma membrane. Okay, and when these receptors are activated by binding of these elicitors, when these receptors are activated, these receptors help in the release of linolenic acid from the plasma membrane. Okay, so linolenic acid is an unsaturated fatty acid which is a component of phospholipase. Okay, which is a component of phospholipid of the cell membrane, and phospholipase enzyme will release this linolenic acid. Okay, so once linolenic acid is released, it synthesizes jasmonic acid. So in response to a pathogen, like this pathogen, when release the elicitors, these elicitors are thought to bind to the plasma membrane. These elicitors bind to a receptor on the plasma membrane. Okay, and causes the and allows the phospholipase to release linolenic acid from the membrane. To release alpha linolenic acid from the membrane. Now alpha linolenic acid is a precursor of jasmonic acid which will synthesize jasmonate. Okay, so it's a precursor of jasmonic acid. So in this way jasmonic acid is synthesized in higher quantity when there will be a stress, but naturally it is present in the plant cell, which shows several other kinds of roles also. So see what happens whenever wounded tomato plants was first seen in the tomato plants. So whenever a wounded tomato plants, like whenever a tomato leaf was infected, it was found that they first synthesize a hormone named as procysteamine. This wounded tomato leaf synthesized a hormone first known as procysteamine, which is a precursor protein. This procysteamine is then cleaved. It's then proteolytically cleaved to form a shorter peptide known as cysteamine. Okay. Now This cysteamine is the first polypeptide hormone discovered in plant. First polypeptide hormone discovered in plant. Okay. Discovered. Next, it was also seen that these cysteamine, okay, they are transported through the phloem to the target cells. They bind to a receptor and there they allow the activation of phospholipase. So once cysteamine enters through the phloem, it moves to the target organs. In the target organs, what happens? They activates the lipase. Now this lipase, what it will do? This lipase will release linolenic acid, which is the constituent of phospholipid of plasma membrane. Okay, now this linolenic acid will synthesize jasmonic acid. So jasmonic acid, once it is formed from linolenic acid, it initiates a signaling pathway and it activates protein inhibitor genes. What are protein inhibitor genes? Again, they'll activate some kind of, so these proteinase inhibitors, when they are activated, they have a devastating role in insects. So the insects who are surviving, who are infecting this plant, they when ingest these protein inhibitor genes, what happen? This protein inhibitor genes which produce protein inhibitor proteins, these these proteinase inhibitor genes are when activated, it produces proteinase inhibitor proteins. So these proteinase inhibitor proteins are when when they are ingested by the insect feeding on this plant, what will happen? These proteinase inhibitor genes are inhibitor genes which bind to the active site of the digestive enzymes. So what they do? So when insect ingest these proteins inside the insect, they bind to the active site of the digestive enzymes of the insects. So as a result, what happened? They seems like a normal substrate, but actually they are not. So as a result of which, what happened? This complex is not digested. Okay, so a new complex is created because of this. A new complex is created. As a result, what we see, that this new complex is unlikely to dissociate. It will not dissociate. So what will happen? So once the active site can no longer be accessed by any other substrate and the enzyme can no longer digest any amino acid of the plant, so without proper digestion, the insect is unable to grow. Okay, there will be no proper digestion, so insect is unable to grow. Okay, so whichever insect is feeding in that region, they will take this proteinase inhibitor and inside their digestive enzymes and inside their body, they'll bind with the digestive enzymes. Okay, and they'll not allow the insect to grow there. So what happens? These proteinase inhibitors, when they are taken up, these proteinase inhibitors seems like the normal substrate for the digestive enzyme of insects. They seems like the normal substrate for the digestive enzyme of the insects, and binds to the active site of the digestive enzyme in insects. So once they are bound to the active site in the digestive enzymes in insect, they cannot separate. So it's forming a new complex. So neither they separate nor they are digested. So nor the complex breaks up and nor, so neither the complex breaks up and nor the complex is digested. So what happens? The insect is unable to grow, and that region the insect will starve. As a result, the insect will die in that region, so the further infection is prevented. Okay, so in this way jasmonic acid signaling pathway shows the defense response against insects. So I hope this will help you. Thank you.